What a ball game, heck of a ball game you guys get to watch and enjoy. Want to start off just thanking the crowd. I thought the crowd was loud, especially in that fourth quarter. The Panther Pit was outstanding. I think they caused a illegal procedure on Cal, I think maybe the second to last drive, but they did an outstanding job. Proud of our team. They just find ways to win football games. Obviously, the offense didn't play great today, but the defense played lights out, and that's what you want to have. I know you guys have been asking for some sacks, so we got some today for you. Jimmy Scott had a heck of a day. Lovelace. Just finding ways. And again, our defense is out there in a 2-minute situation. Wish we would have ended the game in a 4-minute situation. Had a fumble, kind of a bad snap as well. So if it happened today for us offensively, it just sometimes when it rains it pours. But we'll learn from our mistakes on offense today, and again, it's just great to maybe not play well on offense and find a way to get a win. So defense played lights out. Questions?
Pat, you talked about earlier this year about how you guys are one of the best at adjustments in this game. Braylon talked about how in the first half you guys getting hit behind your blitz, and he said you guys said we got to cover the middle part of the field. What was the adjustments you guys made to counter how Cal was attacking you guys, especially on 3rd and longs?
Yeah, we did a poor job on 3rd down. Period. The whole first half was awful. Regardless of what the coverage was, they made plays we didn't execute properly. Regardless of the coverage, but that iPad's a powerful tool. I don't have to tell you guys. Wait till I see the film. I get to see it during the game. Unfortunately, it seemed like every time the defense came off the field, we had no 3-minute timeout, and had to not look at it and wait for a time. But we just didn't execute on 3rd down. We get them in 3rd long situations, and we got to get off the field. So that was the disappointing thing on defense. But we got better as the game went on. We put Javon McIntyre in the star position. If you guys noticed that, it just felt like we needed a little bit of maturity there. We got to get better. We got there's great things you got to win, and we got a lot of things we can whine and get after our guys about as far as just cleaning up some of the details. And we left the tight end just flat, in the 3rd quarter, right down the middle, wide open because the guy blitzes instead of plays coverage. Like, that's a problem. But to be able to come away with the win and make mistakes like that, it's a great thing.
Eli said young quarterback came in here, accepted responsibility for his performance, didn't make excuses, said Cal threw a lot of different defensive formations at him. How important is that maturity for him to come in here and man up and said, if I watch tape, I can get better every week?
Right. I mean, it's good. I mean, Eli's he's a man. He gets it. He's going to get credit when things are going great, and he's going to get bashed when they don't. But we knew that coming in. We knew that coming in. He had stuff wide open and he needs to throw it, and not try to be the hero all the time. They did throw a lot of different stuff at him, especially with the tempo. They did a nice job. So again, he will learn from it. That's a great thing, and continue to go, Jerry.
Well, thank you. First play of the 2nd quarter. How quickly did you come to the conclusion you're going to go for it on 4th down to 28, and yet the whole span between the 1st and 2nd quarter to change your mind? Did second guess yourself? Did you?
Yeah, no, never second guess ourselves. Got faith in our offense, and we were 2 for 2. I think on 4th down, those are 2 critical plays. I mean, 4th and 5, we converted it, and for TD, Dez goes, and then 4th and 1. 4th and 1 was Dez's, but that was a T drive on 4th and 5. But those are calls you got to make as a head coach. You guys yell at me if we don't get it. But we were 2 for 2. I think they were maybe 0 for 1. Our defense continues to be good on 4th down, and again, we tell our guys, we're gonna go for it on 4th when the time is right, and got a lot of faith in our offense converting.
What can you say about how Braylon Lovelace stepped up today?
Braylon, Biles was out. Biles probably could have gone. He was begging, matter of fact, whining, complaining, almost, too aggressively. You gotta love that. He wants to play bad, but the trainers held him out, just want to be safe and smart. So he'll be ready to go. But I'm fired up for Lovelace. Braylon needed that. He's played good, but he hasn't played great. But he needed, he got 2 sacks today. He played the whole darn game pretty much. They put Jeremiah Marshall in there, a true freshman, for a few plays. But Lovelace, took the brunt, and I'm happy for Braylon. He's a great kid and a great football player. He needed that for his confidence.
You were down 2 starting linemen like almost right away in this game. I mean, do you think that kind of affected the offense's
It had a
output?
little bit, it had a little bit of a factor, there's no question about it. I mean, I think, Coach Bell kind of, maybe got a little bit conservative, was just worried how we'd hold up over on that left side. You live and learn, and we'll watch the videotape and see what happened. But we couldn't run the ball. We were running the ball pretty good early. Then we lost those 2 guys. We lost a little bit of what we, those are 2, Jacoby and Branson are 2 really good football players on the left side. So that hurt us a little bit, but I'm not going to make excuses. Those next guy up, they got to go make plays, and we'll go out from there.
On the flip side, Sean Fitzsimmons made a lot of plays for you. It seemed like he made a big difference for you guys up front. Well, how has he energized your defensive front so that you guys were able, after that first drive, you guys really took away the run?
Yeah, I mean, Fitzy's been good 2 weeks in a row. We thought he was a starter coming in. He missed a lot of games, but he is back. Nick James is back too. We'll see the video to see what it was like inside. But our guys played well. I mean, Ghost made some plays when he was out there. I mean, it's good to have Fitzy back. I guarantee you that.
Pat, you mentioned the sacks. What got you from the pressures you had been having to finishing the sacks?
It's a lot of different things, but sometimes it comes down to coverage, number one. And again, if they're going to drop back and throw it, I mean, I think you get 0 sacks against Young South State, you think you got to get 14 of them, right? But if they're throwing the ball real quick and just they're scared to death to get a sack and they're throwing it out, I mean, I think going into this game again, I think it was 27% screens on 3rd down. Well, when they're running screens, you're not going to get sacks. And it gets frustrating But when you get into the ACC play, as you guys know, the past is when we start to get our sacks because they got confidence in their protection and they got confidence in the receivers and quarterbacks. So I think that's what it comes down to is the opportunities, in a drop back compared to a screens and 3-step, just trying to get the ball out, making sure they don't take negative plays.
Pat, it's one thing to trust your kicker. It seems like another thing entirely to send him out there for a 58-yarder. Just what can you say about Ben Sauls hitting that one today? Just what gives you so much faith in him?
Yeah, I guess he tied, Kessman for the longest. He came up to me before and said, can we get a delayed game so I can get the record? I was just, he didn't say that. I knew, I was like, he's gonna want a delayed game. Like we're not going there. But he's got a great leg. I mean, he's been automatic. And again, there's no hesitation on that call either, Jerry.
Pat, what went into the struggles that you saw for Eli today as far as seeing the field? It seemed like Cal was on a lot of things you guys tried to do, especially like the play action setups for slants over the middle. It seemed like they had either a defensive lineman or a linebacker right in those spots at the right times to bat some of them down.
I mean, Justin Wilcox is he's a defensive guru. That's why he's got the head job at Cal and been there 8 seasons. He does a nice job, and you find out. That's the problem when you play these teams just once. You don't know how they're going to play and what they're going to do, and that's why I always like that coastal division. Because you get used to playing people and find out. But obviously, the next time we get to play, we'll know a little bit more about how they're going to try to defend you, and that's part of the chess match out there.
Do you like
I
having?
talked earlier this week about how it's important for teams to win in multiple ways. You guys have come back. You guys have earned come from behind victories, but you hold on and like to win. Just what does a win like this kind of do for the team forward?
It's great, the offense is in there kind of going, hey, great job defense, and then there's on the other hand, there's those games where it's like great job offense. So it's we're going to find a way. Our guys stick together in there, and they know there's guys on the field who are going to make plays. I mean, that block field goal, there was a lot. We talk about field goal formation. At the end of that field goal formation, we don't want it to look like a field goal formation. And I think our guys gave great effort inside and frazzled that kicker a little bit, I think. So I don't know if we got a hand on it or not. I saw Chief Borders coming out talking about like tip or something like that. I'm not sure or not, but it felt like they had an effect.
Pat, you're 6-0, and do you feel like you played a complete game yet, though?
Probably not. I don't know if there ever has been a complete game. I mean, I wish we would strive for perfection and we'll take excellence, but it's never going to be perfect. I mean, this is there's too many guys on scholarship out there, and it's never going to be perfect. That's why you just got to play one play at a time, not look at the scoreboard, and just try to win every play. Every play matters.
Anything else for Coach? Coach, thank you very much.